You heard it here first. Despite the excitement, Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show totally failed to live up to the hype. But what actually went wrong? Once a year, football fans and music lovers unite, grabbing their remotes to tune into the highly anticipated Super Bowl halftime show. Sometimes these performances remind us why we love our favorite artists. Other times, they are a major letdown. When it came to the Black Eyed Peas 2011 performance, for example, fans were left wondering, where is the love? Sure, the band pulled out all the stops, but even those additions weren't enough to make up for Fergie's messy vocals. There's been no shortage of cringe-inducing performances over the years, in fact, and often, the worst shows have come from the performers we least expected to crumble. As Rihanna hasn't toured since 2016, fans mostly gave her the benefit of the doubt ahead of her halftime show at Super Bowl 57. Even with the added excitement of her onstage second pregnancy reveal, however, many were disappointed by the star's unusual lack of prowess. With the Super Bowl being Rihanna's first major performance in nearly a decade, everyone and their mother was on the edge of their seats, anticipating what was supposed to be the performance of a lifetime. And it could have been what we've all been dreaming of and more, but the Lift Me Up singer unfortunately failed to meet expectations. In fact, her halftime performance was more of a spectacle than anything else. Ahead of the show, Rihanna teased that her team had put together various versions of the setlist to perfectly encapsulate her illustrious career, which spans 8 albums. Ironically, she ended up singing many of her chart-topping collaborations rather than the hits that have played a big part in defining her body of work. It also didn't help that Rihanna did a lackluster job of singing along to the backing tracks, making it look as if she were lip-syncing throughout the performance. And while she showcased some dance moves here and there, her background dancers did most of the heavy lifting, and there were even moments when they successfully stole the show. The only redeeming element of the performance was the stunning production value, which included a bunch of impressive floating stages. That wasn't the end of the letdown, though. Part of the excitement of Super Bowl performances is guessing the surprise guest the headliner might ask to join them. Everyone lost their minds when Beyoncé asked Destiny's Child to perform with her in 2013, for example, while many were delighted when Bruno Mars rocked it out with the Red Hot Chili Peppers in 2014. Rihanna, for her part, teased bringing a surprise guest to her big comeback.
I'm thinking about bringing someone.
A word?
I'm not sure.
Sadly, the Grammy winner ended up doing the entire 13-minute show completely solo, despite belting out an array of collab songs. Jay-Z didn't appear on stage during Umbrella and Run This Town, and while Kanye West would have been an unlikely guest given his recent controversies, the fact that Rihanna chose to perform all of the lights out of her deep trove of hits was an eyebrow-raising decision. Even Calvin Harris DJing live along to We Found Love would have been a nice touch, but he too was nowhere to be found. Without the help of surprise guests staggering the energy throughout the performance, Rihanna's solo efforts simply lost steam. Then came the big surprise. After the halftime show, a representative for the star confirmed that she is pregnant with her second child. So hey, maybe Rihanna was referring to the new baby in her belly as her special guest. The news officially made Rhi the first ever woman to headline the Super Bowl halftime show with a baby bump in tow. Unfortunately, that was about the only memorable aspect of her otherwise forgettable performance. Oh well, there's always next year, right?